Okay, so welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful time, whether you're pitching your projects or assessing those projects or just watching the students in their pitching as a guest. So before getting started, I want our Dean, Dr. Jacques Bouvet, to welcome everyone. Jacques,
Thank
it's
you.
all yours.
Thanks, Hanan. And thank you to everybody who was there. It was really exciting to see you present. Hanan told us at the beginning that she was really hoping that this is the last design day online. And I agree, we can't wait to go back to the STEM complex. But at the same time, it's really fantastic to be able to skip around from a breakout room to another one and to watch everybody presenting. And I was very impressed by listening to everybody's presentation. I was seeing really cool stuff like vertical integration of what we're doing when some of our entrepreneurs in the accelerator program in Maker Launch were clients for some of the projects. And I want to again thank all of our judges. If you're still with us right now, your comments, your questions are so important to help our students analyze their results and their projects and to continue to grow in becoming engineers and computer scientists. You know, we've been going through a lot of lockdowns and stay-at-homes, but we've been progressing nonetheless in the faculty. There's a lot of new activities happening across the faculty. You may have seen our publicity about the new Master of Entrepreneurship and Engineering Design, which is starting in September, that was designed with SEED as its foundation and all of our other activities. We now have an applied AI concentration in computer science and electrical engineering at the grad level. We've got a new micro-credential in cybersecurity at the grad level, sustainable resilient infrastructure concentration again at the master's level in civil engineering. And we've got a lot of new partnerships with industry and international universities. I think it's really worth celebrating the growth of SEED over the years. You know, we always talk about the 8 students who were active in 2015 and the more than 3,000 today that are involved in the design activities that would normally have been in the makerspace all year and in all the other labs and in the team space, the John McIntyre team space. And we've been able to grow with more collaborations with other faculties, community organizations, including the health sector, international partnerships too. And Hanan and I, whenever we sit down and talk about what we want to do, we feel a really great sense of urgency right now. There's been a lot of disruption, but there's also been a lot of acceleration in the speed of transformation of everything related to engineering education. And we feel risks because we're seeing a lot of the top universities in this country who are starting to really adopt and replicate many of the things that we've piloted and seen. And we want to try to continue to really exercise leadership in this field, in this area, to better serve our students, to better support you in your programs and in your learning and moving forward to become professionals eventually. So we've had a lot of consultations with industry, community, government, and since the 1st of January, we actually have a new department in the faculty. It's called the School of Engineering Design and Teaching Innovation. And it's very exciting that we have this new school, and it's been built based on all those consultations, all of the discussion, all of the best practices. We've got 5 guiding principles. We're really focused on equity, diversity, and inclusion. We're focused on sustainability, on flexibility, on leadership development, and on partnerships. And I think you're going to be able to see a lot of exciting things happening over the So you're going to see a lot of things happening over the next little while. And some of the things, if you're still around with us for a few years, we're going to be very quickly, we're going to be prototyping multidisciplinary design courses. We're going to be reconstructing the professional skills courses and spine throughout the programs. That's across the board. Building internships for experiential learning. We're going to be bringing the best practices of engineering education that we see around the world, and we're going to bring them to bear to improve our programs. And we're already really working on exciting interdisciplinary engineering initiatives, and I don't want to say more because we're going to keep working on them. A lot of people have been involved in developing this, so it's really an exciting time, and we're in a hurry to innovate and to really bring this through our new School of Engineering Design and Teaching Innovation. So I'm not going to say more about that right now. I want to thank everybody again. I want to wish you good luck. Well, it's too late to wish you good luck, right? It's all done, but I wish you good luck at the end of the semester. and in your exams. And I hope everything is going to go well for you. And I really hope that I can see as many of you again very soon. And thank you to our judges. Thank you to the organizing. Thank you to everybody in SEED. Back to you, Hanan.
Thank you so much, Jack. So before we start the ceremony, a couple of things. I want to start by thanking our sponsors. This includes NSERC, that funds my chair, that made a lot of the activities in the Center for Entrepreneurship and Engineering Design possible. I'd like to thank Resolute Forest Products. And finally, last but not least, Fulbright. We're actually lucky to have a representative from Fulbright today with us. We are grateful to have received the Alumni Enrichment Grant from the Fulbright Canada U.S. Embassy in Ottawa Community Leadership Program. This fund has enabled us to provide students this term to receive an at-home kit. And that kit enabled students, despite COVID, to have a hands-on learning experience for the courses. Special thanks also to our very own Fulbright alumnus, Dr. Claude Lague, who made this actually possible. And with us today, we have Anna Ibrahim. She's the Public Affairs Specialist and Diversity Lead at Fulbright Canada. And I'd like to invite Anna to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Hanan. And thank you everyone for taking this time and having me here. As mentioned, I am Anna Ibrahim and I'm the Public Affairs Specialist and Diversity Lead at Fulbright Canada. And I'm really grateful to be here with all of you participating in U of O's virtual design days. I've had the opportunity to attend Design Day in person. I'm really excited and hopeful to attend it once more in person, but it's great to see that the university is so committed to this entrepreneurial spirit and encouraging this hands-on learning. As some of you may know, Dr. Lague attended, is a Fulbright Canada scholar and visited the University of Berkeley, University of California at Berkeley in 2016-2017 to study entrepreneurship. His work actually focused on entrepreneurial environments in engineering. And it's so cool to see him take that academic experience and that research and apply it to this work here. And Fulbright Canada is really excited to support Design Day because we truly believe in the power of experiential learning. We support academics, students, undergraduate students, scholars, professors across Canada and the United States through residential academic exchanges, which are obviously not happening right now, but we're excited to continue supporting virtual work wherever possible. And we all know that innovation is in high demand these days, and just by participating in this event, you are bringing such an innovative, creative skill and spirit that is so important and necessary in the world these days. So I hope you had fun so far. And I hope you're proud to be here today. It takes a lot of effort to stand up and present yourselves in this sort of space. So I just want to say congratulations. And on behalf of all of us non-engineers and non-designers, we're counting on you and the work you're doing. So keep going. And before I wrap up, I just want to say a little bit about what we can do for you at Fulbright. There are opportunities for undergraduate students like yourselves to engage in residential exchange through the Killam program that allows Canadian students to go to the US for a semester. And we often have a lot of students from U of O participate and have incredible experiences. Engineering students are encouraged to apply. So if anyone wants to learn more about opportunities, I will drop my email and information in the chat. And I hope you visit our website, learn a little bit more about us, and reach out if you have any questions about how we can support your creativity and ingenuity. And I'm really excited to see the awards as we move forward.
Thank you so much, Anna. We really appreciate your participation. And I was remembering that the first time I've seen you was a couple of pre-COVID, a couple of design days before. So thank you for your continual support, and we really appreciate it. Thank you again. So moving on, before I know that everybody's excited about the ceremony, but there are a couple of things I want to say and do before we start. So the very first thing is to thank each one of you, from our students who really worked hard and gave it all, their all, even in these difficult times, to our judges who took the time from their busy lives to be here with us, to our staff who spent countless hours making this day a reality. Thank you to each of you. This has been phenomenal and couldn't have been done without all your work. Now, all our projects are client-based. This term, we have had over 20 partners for our projects. We really appreciate those partnerships from industry and the community. As Jacques said, the new school is based on a foundation of partnership. So if you belong to an organization that is interested in partnering on projects, whether because you have a need that our students can prototype, or if you want to hire students, this is a fantastic opportunity to engage with students. And I always tell people that it's a great recruiting tool, since you get to know the students and get the best out of the best. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. The second thing that you might not know is that the Center for Entrepreneurship and Engineering Design is all student-led. What does that mean? It means that our students start as volunteers in their early years. They don't get paid, but they get the experience, and then they work their way up. So they get paid as space coordinators, as project managers for our courses, in addition to the teaching assistants, and ultimately space managers. This process has been key in developing students' leadership skills, and have only been possible through leadership scholarships for our students. So if you're a student who enjoy hands-on learning and excelled in the design courses, you might want to apply for those awards. If you're a potential donor, don't hesitate to reach out. Every amount helps in our students' journey. So with that, I want to switch to the award ceremony that everybody is very keen to start. And I will share my screen in the next minute. Everybody can see my screen? Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just put it on presentation.
And then you need sound.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Justine. Just 1 second. I'll just stop share for a second.
You'll have to make sure, yeah.
Yeah, just bear with me for a second. It was there, but it keeps on getting undone. So I will go again. Are we there? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thanks, everyone. And now with the results. So the first group would be waste management with a client, Mitch Bouchard, who actually used to be one of the judges, and now he's one of our clients. And the winners are C3. Okay, so the way we're going to go is we're going to go and to all the winners, and then at the end we're going to take pictures and so on. So we'll just continue, okay? C14. Okay, next category is COVID autonomous services. And as Jacques pointed out, this client is actually a group that has a startup in our accelerator program, and they are students themselves. So we're particularly proud of this group. And the winners are D13. And G6. Okay. Next category is the modular heated sidewalks. Client is Jonathan Russo. F12. And F7. Okay, the next one is Angle de Trajectoire, and the client is Dan Duchamp, and the winners are FB10 and FB7. Okay, the next category is Suivi de Clé. The client is our very own Franz Brousseau, and the winners are FC2. Okay, so next is accessibility, and just to explain to people who are not familiar, accessibility is our second year course. All the students in the second year work on an accessibility theme, but differently from the first year. In the first year, each section has one theme and one client, and the different teams do different things, but for one client. In the second year, actually, every one or two teams work with one different client. So we have quite a bit. We have English sections, we have French sections in accessibility. And this semester we had 3 accessibility categories, Justine? Yeah, okay. So D3. C31. And FB and M. Okay. So that brings us to almost the end, but not quite. We have an open category where every student can participate. And for this category, the winners are there's no drum roll here. Let's give them a big round of applause.
The drum roll, you missed it, Hanan. There was one. It was
Oh,
there.
there was one. Okay, sorry. I missed it. Entry Smarter Lights. Okay, with that, that really brings us to the end of our presentations. What we would like, well, firstly, we want to thank everybody who participated in Design Day. This was particularly a hard Design Day for students. We know very well how hard it was for many of you, and we really appreciate the hard work that went in there. We really appreciate all the hard work that went each day when you didn't understand how this will go. How are you going to develop a prototype without ever stepping foot on campus, without ever seeing your teammates in the beginning? So we totally understand how hard it is. We really appreciate the time from our judges, from the clients, and from our sponsors. And of course, last but not least, all our staff members, including a lot of our students and our professors that made this day possible. So thank you so much. And if you are one of the winning teams, please rename yourself as Win, your group number, and your name. And David is going to be the photographer. He's going to go from room to room to take pictures because that's what we do. So thank you, everyone. Take care. And hopefully next design day will be in person in the university, in the STEM building. Thanks once again.
Congrats, everyone.